All right. Welcome back, my regular viewers, listeners, and watchers. And of course, if you happen to be here for the very first time, welcome. Before I go any further, my name is Rahul George, India's premier eye hypnosis life healer coach and your personal guide. So today's theme is, I was very moved by the session that we had in our community. This is, of course, for our more advanced students, people who are on the student track, people who are on um, the track to really go deeper into not just showing up once in a while, but they are now starting to get the essence of why these programs exist, not just our Mondays and Fridays, which are sort of like for uh, the casual, maybe new member who doesn't really know how the community works, what happens in our community. And so people show up once in a while for our Mondays and Fridays. And this is, of course, the eye hypnosis live experiences that happens at 6 p.m. So this happens every Monday and Friday. Now, over and above this, we have programs like the foundation program, which happens on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. This is a 3-day workshop that happens at 11 in the morning. So these are, of course, paid programs where our members are starting to get the hang of, really going deeper, starting to do the deeper work. And when members graduate, when students graduate into the advanced track, that is when they start to have access to more programs. Now, one of these programs is called the eye hypnosis life advanced experiences, which, as the name suggests, is it's an opportunity for people to go deeper, to be able to spend more time together, and obviously, I also get to spend more time with them. And what really connected with me today was, this one thing that is making these conversations so powerful, and that is trust. Truly, the power of trust. I say this because the level of sharing, the depth of sharing, the kind of stories that people are, tapping into and are, willing to share that openly in a forum, to me, that says a lot. This is something that I had dreamt of, literally decades ago. I still remember when I had started to study counseling, and there were many different ways that I had recognized that there are many different ways in which you can help other people, especially when you're in a group. And long ago, I had this dream that I would have a group. And in those days, the concept of community hadn't really become prevalent yet. So the idea of having a group and leading them and being there with them and holding that space for them, like these are all very new concepts a good 20-25 years ago. But what has changed is that now when I see this pretty much every single day, and especially with our students who are on the advanced track, there's something very powerful about the way people are connecting with each other, the way people are able to tap into something that makes the sharing not just catharsis, which is you share your story, maybe you had it bottled up for a very long time, and now you've let that story out, and so you feel a sense of relief. But what's interesting is that it goes beyond this. And people who are in the live session, which is one of the reasons why we are currently focusing more on live programs rather than recorded programs. And so when students get to hear these stories, when people get to hear these stories, it's literally like I can see that transformation happen right then and there in the room. And like many years ago, we wondered how would we be able to do this if we were not in the same physical room. But just to see how people are so deeply connecting and so um, they're literally being changed at a fundamental level. And for me, I think that is a um, I mean, I've said this so many times and I say it again. It's like it truly feels like I am blessed. And these are blessings that I get to receive, whether it's on a Saturday, whether it's on a Sunday, whether it's through the week. And so, I can definitely say that this is a big thank you to each and every one of you, especially those of you who showed up today. And even in our other programs, in our student track, and even in our the beginner track, the important thing is that people are somehow now starting to notice that there is something magical that's happening in these sessions. And so people just show up, and there is a lot of transformation that's happening, that's being shared, and people are truly changing people. So, I've said this before and I'll say it again, especially if you are a healer coach, and maybe you're just starting off on the journey, maybe you're just about there, maybe you're at that point where, you've tried different formats and maybe it hasn't worked for you. And you're looking for something that's more intuitive, that's more in sync with who you are, then, this is a space for you. Do come and experience how things happen here in our community, the eye hypnosis life community. And if you feel this is your jam and you'd like to experience more, we have many different programs that are waiting for you. So, you know if there's any way in which I can help you, please do reach out and let me know. And of course, having said all of that, remember to live your purpose. God bless, and of course, I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.